So, click I agree. We were all definitely past the age of 13. Oh, hey, what do you know? We got some music. Just saying if you want the ending after this. Okay, no problem. Muffinhead, I really appreciate all this advice you've been giving me. Oh, you have to delete the game. I mean, there is nothing stopping me from playing again. Take a sip of water. So, okay, that's something to keep in mind. Anywho, we're going to get started with this game. I'm going to do some nice poppy settings. Oh, it makes you can't. Oh man, I need to get started on this. Please enter your name. Okay, we're going to do Angela. Okay, well, game messes with your computer so bad. Oh man, you're scaring me, man. Well, we're just gonna see what happens. Like, we are here for the reactions. So let's go. It says, hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Hey, let's take a second here. The tag on Steam says psychological horror. I mean, yeah, I'm having my computer mess with this psychological horror. It should say that a lot. Okay, I just need to know what makes this game so messed up. So we're gonna find out. We got until 11 p.m. to find out. So bear with me, fellow ladies and gentlemen. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but just the kind that works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would tire of waiting up. Yeah, won't finish not in 5 hours if you always read aloud. Oh, bummer. Yeah, we've kind of decided that we will read everything out loud, so, I guess I'll see how far I can get. Unless you guys trust me. I'm Doki Doki Lore Master. I trust you. Okay, well, I guess we'll see how far we can get, and maybe I'll give you guys a, well, if this is taking too long, we'll switch it up. But if I were playing the game on my own, I'd probably be speeding through the text, but I want to give people enough time to keep up. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep. Oh, I already read that. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Almost forgot here. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. I'll tell you exactly how the game can read if you're recording. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Angela. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. It says one viewer, so does that mean is it just me? Well, we do have Magnus. He's also here, but he usually lurks in the background. I don't know why that sometimes like moderators are not included among the viewers. But I guess for the moment, you are my one viewer. So, let's do this together. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Angela, I am seeing two. Yeah, oh, that's funny. It's telling me one on my end, but you're clearly still here. I don't know why it does that. Like, sometimes it'll have one viewer, then it'll have two. The numbers change, so I don't know if it counts people who are actively chatting or not. Have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorry, Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh, thank you very much for the 1 biddies, Anonymous. Okay, and it doesn't matter if we chat as long as the video is playing. Yeah, Twitch is weird. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs that makes you happy. Thank you very much, Above the Head, for the 1 beaties. I'm calling it beaties now. one party coin for your Twitcher. Appreciate it. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay, fade to black. Transition. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in the literature club is guaranteed to be even less. Sick burn. Haha, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, you little whore. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, yes, let's go. And thus, the day marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Is this something we should keep in mind for later? Free food? Oh man, that always works. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Huh. A boy, huh? Oh well, we're going with that name that we got there. Way to kill the atmosphere. Angela, what a nice surprise. It's the Naifu way. I love the Naifu. Oh man, what am I getting into? Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly to my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who apparently appears comfortably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Angela. Monika smiles sweetly. Knifeu, a waifu with a knife that loves knives. Oh my god, this concerns me. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Angela. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it has been widened so that there is one seat next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Oh, hey Dio. I hope you didn't miss too much. No, I didn't. You didn't miss much at all. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Woo! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Okay, so we got the lowly, the Knifeu, the leader, and the old friend. We got quite an assembly of girls here. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori tosses her mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Dio. Where Muffinhead's asking if you already know what this is. So Dio and I are in this together. We have no idea what we're getting into. Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Oh, you poor innocent child. The mystery is unraveling right now. Ah, boy, I'm getting concerned. What are we in for? You keep a whole tea set in his classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Oops. Shouldn't have done that. Okay, so I need to click the mouse. I was wondering if I could just tap on the keyboard. Let's move the text forward. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you before you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. You can use a space bar? Oh, thank you. Okay, is it a prequel to Doki Doki Panic? I don't think so, but when I say this game out loud, I keep saying Doki Doki Panic instead of Doki Doki Literature Club. And spacebar, perfect. Thank you very much. This is going to be a fun stream. Assaulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. They made sure to have a completely different art style from Panic, eh? Yeah? I believe you. Well, the tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. I'm going to put your screams into my Spotify? What is going to happen? Why are you giggling like that? Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Says, yeah, but we should totally get a Mario reskin of this game, too. Oh, don't worry. Okay. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something personally and enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Okay, this game doesn't earn its 13 plus warning for a while. Okay, you need to stop letting Drew write the chatbot quips. I think that's half the fun though, because Drew's an interesting fellow with interesting ideas, so I think it's more hilarious this way. Okay, so especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I think Drew would hurt somebody before that happens. He probably would. But I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must really have worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Oh, by the way, don't get used to having a fun time. Oh my god, what is going to happen? Oh, he's 1,000 miles away? Yeah. I'm going to say, Magnus, you're a lot closer to me than Drew is to me. Although I still don't really know if I keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Angela, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chases the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Why does she blush so much? She has a sunburn. Hey, Goblin! Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Why do I feel like this is foreshadowing? Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh my god, this is foreshadowing. Why did they blush? It's simple. They be some horny, horno chicos. Thank you for the, bites. Listening to a mock debate of the Shoot Me service on the lurk. Okay, have fun. See you around, Goblin. Thanks again for the biddies. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just... Trumpney is a humorous butt. I don't know what that means, but I'll take your word for it. I'm only getting more and more intrigued here. Me too. This is so chill. I can't imagine how this game is going to go south because of how chill this has been. Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Thank you again for the BDs. If you need to relax, here's a link to, oh yeah, unfortunately only mods can post links. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm just here to destroy Goblin. I'll just whisper it then. Okay. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Okay, thanks. I see it right there. You can click on that a little bit later. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Yeah, you are. You're adorable. Said, anyone else wants it? Yeah, you should go ahead and send it to Dio. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Oh, Dio, you're afraid to ask? Which is exactly why you should click on it. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet. I understand how okay, try it again. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Angela? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh boy. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. And thank you very much for the 85 BDs, Magnus. Brings me to an even 666. Seems like a fitting number for whatever I end for with this game. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Oh, but look how cute they are. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Angela, you all are defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everybody remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Angela, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. And I really impressed the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills. Will they write the story to Doki Doki Panic? I feel like we're going to be in panic later if all of Muffinhead's ominous warnings are to be believed. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Angela, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, hey, Coaster! Thanks for coming in. How are you? Okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick your words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. So, guys, do we want to take a vote on this? Or should I just pick some words at random and just see what happens? Okay, first word is eternity. Okay, so whoever types out a word, I'm just gonna pick it. First one that stuck out to me. Mouse, misfortune, hopelessness. Okay. I don't see any of those. 2 out of 20. Oh, never mind. We might have a little lag there. 2 out of 20. We need 20 words. We have eternity. About eternity. Secretive. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, third word. Okay, be right back. Okay, Muffinhead, we'll be here for a couple of hours. Okay, so what is our third word going to be? So we've got eternity, secretive, bubbles. Okay, what is our fourth word? Whoever types it out first, I'm just going to pick it. Give you guys a moment. Misery. Okay. What shall our fifth word be? Oh, this game is so cute. Fickle. Okay, so word number 6. Music is so poppy. Give you another second to decide. David Cage? Okay. Cage. Okay, so David Cage was our 6th word, so how about word number 7? I'm guessing Dio stepped out for a moment. Flower. Oh, I don't even know how this poem is going to read. Anybody else like to pick some random words to complete this poem that's going to be utter nonsense? Essence. Okay. I'm gonna broken. Okay, I'm going to pick out a few words just to speed this up a little bit. So, broken, strawberry hair, alone, entropy. Oh, ocean sounds good. New ocean. Imagination. I love puppies. Let's see. Melancholy. Headphones. It's heaven sent, meager, uncontrollable, anxiety, pain, rainbow, vacation, and climax. Don't know how that's going to read out. These girls are going to kill us. Okay. Hi again, Angela. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Angela. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, he likes, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me that you didn't even want to join this club this year, any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Angela always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Oh god. How come you and Angela become good friends too? Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Sorry I got a phone call. Don't you worry, Dio. Magnus helped me pick out a few words, and then I just picked a bunch of words at random. I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically, I take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. Says what? I look forward to hearing what you think. What kind of book is it? I don't know, Dio. I know as much as you do. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery discussion in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Sorry, throat's getting dry. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the one thing to speak to their creative minds. And what's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. Well, the reading in this is going a lot smoother than in Pyre. Maybe because there aren't so many commas and long, dense sentences and characters with fantasy names and real names I can barely pronounce. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Don't you miss Pyre's long epilogue? I do not. That was 25 long minutes of reading. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh gosh, she's so close! Over my spine, Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall off my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Excuse me. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than I look out for yourself. Hey, don't let everybody know I watch anime. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How was it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Wow. And I try to wipe the stain with my finger. But nobody would even notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie! And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better this looks, you'll change your mind. That's a close view. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. Button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? It's probably because she's got these nice, large boobs. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... I just feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that. But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Well indeed, Dio. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you always saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take Okay, let's try it again. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. If only you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? They kind of get like a couples vibe from them without them being couples. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Oh boy, here it comes. Yay! Angela, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still tries a way to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Well now, that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of paper, loosely torn from a spiral notebook. Yeah, she's not joking. She's not joking. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh boy. Okay, so guys, we gotta take a vote. Who should I show my poem to first? Shall we go Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monika? Who wants to see this amazing work of art first? We put so much care and time into it. Okay, so we got 2 for Sayori. Let's do this. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. He's my good friend after all. I'm sorry. I was just thinking that it's so good, she's speechless. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Angela. I'm sorry guys, I can't take this seriously. Might as well read it to your girlfriend first. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Too anime. I'm sorry. Thank you, Tio. I don't know why I find this so funny. Oh my god, I'm crying. Oh, I'm getting lightheaded. Oh man, this game is bringing out emotions in me. Okay, give me a minute to catch my breath. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think we're at the fun parts yet. Okay, give me a second. I don't know why that tickled me so hard. It's like, I guess it's her blatant lies. I just found it funny. That's the power of anime. Oh my god, I'm suddenly lightheaded. And while Ty has come back. Hey dear, welcome back. Oh, and welcome back, Muffinhead. Stream's going alright. I haven't gotten to anything disturbing yet. I don't know why I just burst out laughing. Okay, give me a... what day is it in the game? We just got to the point where I had to write a poem. I won't say write in quotation marks. It's real bad, and I'm showing the girls the poem. And Dio says, hi, Ty.
Hi.
Okay. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Two idiots doing dumb stuff. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Angela poem. Oh, it sure is. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have a die command. Is that something we should add? And that makes it feel extra special. Oh, indeed, we should add a die command. So we've already got a request for alert command and a die command. We're going to get there. But if you go to the about page, there is a list of commands. You can type those in if you feel you want to spice up the stream a little bit. But there is a 30-second cooldown, so the stream doesn't get flooded with commands. Ooh, excuse me. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Oh, come on! You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Just like I said before, Angela. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Who wants to watch a YouTuber slowly go insane over 3 episodes of Minecraft? Does anybody play Minecraft in here? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Quick sip of water. This Technoblade, by the way. Is that the name of the YouTuber? Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Okay, dear sunshine, the way you go down through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub to sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Look outside the poem area to continue. Oh, it sure was something. This is just a guess, but did you wait till this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Here, this man goes crazy over potatoes. Breakfast? She should have just rolled with the breakfast theme. She should have, but she didn't. She's probably writing the poem, and she's probably like thinking, I'm sure I'm hungry. Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. I mean, that's not how it should come out, but that's how I read it. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh gosh, so who you guys want to read the poem next? Natsuki, Yuri, or Monika? I'm going to give you guys a moment to decide. I take another sip of water. Oh dear, your plate is in the microwave. Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay. Sweet. Free shirt. Okay, so we got one vote for Yuri. Put this right here. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, cool. 2 for Yuri. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Yuri stares at the poem. That says this debate is a mess. Hey, couldn't be any worse than debates that were on TV just a little while ago. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Excuse me. Just thinking about how bad the poem is. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Oh, it's so amazing that she's speechless. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Oh, yikes! The dog scared herself and she got caught in my microphone. The dog hates the poem so much that she got caught in my microphone. Wow. This creature. Yeah. Okay, so we got the dog hates Yuri. She does. She whipped the microphone right off the table. And she spun it to the base. Give me 1 sec while I reattach the base. Okay. Hopefully she won't get tangled in that again. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Because it's so amazing. If only it was on camera. Yeah, I guess one of these days I'll get a webcam. I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading it through. She's saying how awesome this poem is. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? Ooh, I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that for several minutes that we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And just having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. This is an odd critique for some words I just slapped together. And the end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought of scenes, as her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. She needs some glasses and a whip. Would that make her your type, Dio? And dog, if you don't sit down, you get tangled in my cords one more time. Why don't you sit down? Sit! Good girl. Okay, dog refuses to sit. No comment. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Excuse me. That sounds kinky. It does. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Well, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? At least it's short. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight that hath withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing the air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. How the heck does one flicker back? I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. This is heavy stuff. It is indeed. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Okay, hoo-hoo. Whatever word that is. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Angela. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, what do you guys want? Natsuki or Monika? Remember, whoever you choose, the dog may or may not react to that. That was tough. Yeah, I'm regretting not joining the anime club. Okay, we got Monika. So let's do Monika. Hi, Angela. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Angela. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.